How many viewers do you guys have? Wow, what a bunch of hooligans.
Welcome to podcast.
Do you think this will drive up the viewership count if I show some cleavage?
What was the other sound effect for?
What, the trombone?
Yeah.
I liked it. I wanted to include it.
You know what that sound effect is for, right?
Sad.
More like kind of sad, but also comedic relief sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to podcast.
And then you had the cleavage.
I'm your host, Madison, joined by my co-host,
Michael.
and I'm John. This is either going to be episode 39 or episode 40 because we really scuffed the audio on our last recording, which was unfortunate because that was also one that our that Teach was able to join us.
Yeah, I'm going to try to salvage it, but may not be able to. So we're not sure what episode this is.
Right, but what we do know is that we will have more of an answer on that when this episode comes out.
Yep.
So I guess 39 or 40, and next week's we'll determine what number.
We should be back on normal numbers next week.
That's right. So Halo's come out.
Don't have it. Not planning on getting it as
Really?
of now. Yeah.
Really? What's the driving factor there?
Disappointment in the direction of the franchise.
So you're basically voting with your dollars.
Yeah, I don't want to make them think that this was a good idea. That this is what Halo fans in general want.
Would you get it when they don't have enough sales that it goes on sale?
I might possibly consider it.
If they dropped it to like a $20 price point.
What is it right now?
80.
Yeah, no chance. Zero chance. I wouldn't get it at normal 60 price or possibly even like 40.
Agreed. But I mean, you're not even getting multiplayer with it. I mean, I was kind of taken back when I heard that 80 was the price point for not even like a very original game. It was like copy and paste, and then somehow the paste was just awful.
3 prequel missions.
Missions is what's added, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some new weapons too.
Whoopee.
I think didn't they add a battle rifle? Didn't that?
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. You know it's bad when they add a battle rifle and Michael's not interested.
I'd rather have any primary weapon that's shooting at another person controlling than playing a campaign that I've already played one remaster of, that I've already played the original of multiple times. I don't, we want new adventures in the Halo universe. Tired of playing same old. Nostalgia only gets you so far.
Well, it's just the Encrapification of everything.
And the unoriginality, inability to come up with a new idea.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? You know that they just came out with like Moana live action?
Yeah, it bombed.
And that movie's been out since like, when did that come out? Like 2016?
Yeah, it's not even out. I mean, like they couldn't come up. They couldn't let that thing even settle and become a classic before they were like, here's another version of it. I bet Frozen gets the same treatment pretty soon.
Possibly, but I can also, I mean, to their credit, like they can't wait till they don't have The Rock anymore. Like, who else is going to play that guy? I mean, The Rock is.
Can't you just AI The Rock?
Perfect typecast for that.
The sediment.
Well, if it's not live action, is it?
Good question. I guess it's not.
Yeah. But
artificial action.
I kind of get it, but it would have been better, in my opinion, if they had like done it and sat on it for a while. Because then you could be like, in another 10 years, The Rock's retired or possibly like dude's in his 70s, isn't he?
How epic would it be? I don't think it's possible in this day and age with social media and people not being able to probably very easily keep a secret. But what if like a major studio made a movie without telling anybody, not promoting it, and then just dropped it in the theaters one day randomly?
That's a good question.
I mean, it would have to be a movie like that it, like is a remake of something that's beloved you know, I mean, you wouldn't want to do that with an IP. You would want to promote something like that to build hype, but like something like this,
it would definitely need to be something that's already got
established,
like a following behind it, because you couldn't just like Project Hail Mary, like you recommended to me. That one, if that was just a name out there, nobody would have gone and seen it.
Yeah, I mean that at least was a book first, but even then, that would never work with something like that. I'm talking about like, you know, what's like the biggest movie or TV show of all time that everybody at least acknowledges.
I mean, you got, when I think big stuff, you got Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter, maybe Back to the Future, or Jurassic Park.
What about I'm thinking like single iterate, like there is not like multiple.
Like Pulp Fiction. You're not really coming out with a sequel to Pulp Fiction.
No, or just a remake. I was thinking about like there's only one of it, like E.T. or something. I don't know, something that, you know, didn't have any sequel movies. It's just the one movie, that's it, but it's got a huge following.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
You remake it and don't tell anybody you're doing it, and then just drop it. It would have to be something that has that cult level of following. But it would be kind of fun to see that happen one day. But I don't think it's possible.
The opportunity, in my opinion, if they were going to do that, would have been like last Halloween when they released Beetlejuice. I think that was last Halloween, wasn't it? Maybe the Halloween before last.
It all runs together at this point.
But that would have been the opportunity. It was just the sequel, right? I think it was a sequel.
I thought it was a remake.
No, I think it was I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Try to think of something else that could fall in line there, but I really can't. It'd be interesting to see how it played on social media, or they release it and the marketing campaign is they're paying influencers to just like talk about it after it's out already.
What if you had a campaign, like a secret campaign, where you paid influencers to watch the old versions of it, and then after they've hyped up like the old version, you're like, boom, here's a modern remake.
What you mean, like, didn't they do that with a college football game? Maybe it was the NFL game where they had like all these things that they gave early access to.
I mean, they probably give early access to every game.
They gave early access to reviewers to review it, and then they show a little bit of gameplay, and then when it was released, half the fun features were behind a paywall that weren't.
Sounds about right for an EA game, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was having a conversation, and we were talking about just the state of video games yesterday with Preach, and we talked a lot about Halo. We talked, and then he also brought that up. He's kind of concerned that they're going to release, which he did send me a photo of after we talked about it, a version of Halo, just a multiplayer game that'll be like a perpetual type game, and then shut down MCC servers. I told him I don't think that they would do that. I think it would be a bad idea, but evidently, I
don't trust
certain Affinity is rumored to be working on a Halo standalone multiplayer title. So if it had like Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5, and maybe Halo Infinite maps on it, but it's all remade inside of the new engine, and then dropping MCC. I just don't see him dropping MCC. I think there'd be too much pushback on that. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think that what they need to do is have like an updated hub where you can basically either they need to fix MCC and integrate it into some new release, because the problem with MCC is its population at this point. It's dwindled down to where it's very hard to find games on there. So they need to.
Is it that bad?
And they need to figure out a way to release that content again in some sort of updated packaging. Because I don't know of a way you can salvage the MCC population. but I don't think you should just remake all of the old games that were made for those engines and those versions of Halo in some new engine Halo that wouldn't necessarily translate very well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure MCC's population is terrible.
Right now it has 4,036 active players.
And I mean, that's they haven't consolidated their playlist. So you go in, you still have tons of different options, and you got to figure out a way to play a game that you want to play while you got a few other people searching for
there's custom
vastly different options.
There's custom servers now, right?
Yeah, there's also custom game browser.
Yeah, well, the custom game browser, but then you can also set up your own server to run a custom game on a custom game browser. So to me, that would be like if they were going to cut off the matchmaking feature, at the very least they could leave that on.
Yeah, so you can, I mean...
And then
I don't know what you do for MCC at this point. MCC's better for playing the campaigns.
They're also bringing Xbox games to PlayStation now. So, like, there's a good chance that they're going to get a big player base bump here soon with PlayStation folks buying the Master Chief Collection on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I just don't think it would be the right time for them to try to say, oh, we're shutting down the servers. Like, Master Chief Collection needs to be a kind of a staple for them going forward. People, like, they're already struggling to keep up with PlayStation.
Yeah.
You can't take away the one thing that I bet some people have an Xbox just so they can hop on and play Halo every once in a while.
I mean, you look at the exclusives, the disparity between Xbox and PlayStation. PlayStation's dominated that role for the last decade plus. The exclusives are far more intriguing and just more bountiful. The amount of exclusives is higher for PlayStation. And Xbox has tried to sign on to these weird exclusivity deals where they have timed exclusivity. They have a game that is only available on Xbox for a year before it's released on other platforms. That just doesn't cut it if you're having this console war in air quotes.
I think everybody's trying to get out of the hardware space. Microsoft was nice. What Microsoft's got going for them is they do got Windows they can fall back on and just really focus more on working in the within that environment. I do think they're coming out, if I'm not mistaken, with a game mode for Windows where it just shuts down a lot of the background services, so it optimizes the gameplay. Mm-hmm. Very similar to how Steam has their Steam OS. But talking about the Gabe Cube, what's your take on it? Would it ever be something that you would consider? I know the price point's up there. Just consider that a lot of that has to do with the RAM prices in the shortage.
I mean, I just have to wait and see what the gaming horizon looks like in 5 to 10 years. If we've completely eliminated consoles, I would prefer to keep myself on a console. Because I have an older gaming laptop.
That would be a console.
Yeah, the Steam console.
The Gabe Cube is what I call it.
Yeah.
Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Steam,
Valve.
Steam machine. But it's or the Steam box. What is it? I actually forgot the official name now.
I don't know.
The what's the handheld Steam? That's the Steam Deck. So this is the Steam machine. But it's made so you plug it into your TV and use a controller to play.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's up there in price, but man, you get access to the entire Steam library.
Oh yeah, I mean
that's a big deal.
It definitely have more options than playing Xbox, PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I mean, how many 360 games if you wanted to play right now? How much work would it take for you to put in the effort of setting up your 360 to go back and play it? I mean, I know some games are on the you
have some
Game
backwards
Pass,
compat,
but not all of them.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if original Xbox.
Of course, I basically play one game. I've played essentially one game now for probably over a year on Xbox.
Which game's that?
The finals.
The finals. You don't jump on Rocket League anymore? You used to be big into Rocket League.
Very rarely happens. Very rarely I jump on like a Marvel Rivals. And I don't even remember the last time I played that, honestly.
No,
randomly I'll try to play Halo, but most of the time don't get a game. And that's not just for MCC at this point. That's for Infinite too. So I end up defaulting to the finals.
Well, I could see myself getting in the market for something like a Steam machine. I think that'd be the perfect use case there. Just dump the computer monitors, have my games set up on a TV, like and use computers for work. That way, I'm just not having to use I'm not having to upgrade my graphics card every couple of years, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Other than that, what's your gripes with the new Halo?
No multiplayer.
It's just the no multiplayer.
I mean, that's the biggest gripe.
What weren't you the one that was defending them, saying, "Hey, this is just kind of their dipping their toes in the water of the new engine, so that they can start to work on the next multiplayer Halo game"?
So I understood the reasoning at first, but then with the more leaks that have come out, it sounds like all their efforts to understand the engine to begin the process of releasing new standalone installments and other potential multiplayer spinoffs have all been flushed down the drain, and they're once again starting from scratch. So at this point, I just think they were trying something to make some money. I thought, hey, we're going to release Halo 1.
Do we have the numbers back on sales yet? When does it officially?
It's got to be pretty early, right?
Did it officially drop? When does it officially drop? Because I know that there were some.
Isn't it still in pre-release?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I think it might be next or sometime. We're recording on the 26th. I think I feel like I've heard a date of 29th, but I don't know. Like I've been checked out on 28th.
Okay, so it comes out on the 28th.
On this Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday is when it officially releases. But people have been playing early access for the last few days.
So if you have the premium or collector's edition, you can play with early access as of the 23rd, and it officially drops on the PlayStation 5 on the 28th.
Yeah,
and Windows.
Yeah. There are going to be people playing it on PlayStation. I guarantee you there's going to be more people playing it on PlayStation and Windows than on Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox people have done this already.
It's kind of big for PlayStation to get some Halo games.
Yeah, it's going to sell. It's going to sell well enough, I think, probably based on the resources put into it for PlayStation and Windows.
What this does for me is it's just an admission of defeat by Microsoft in the console war. You're giving away your one exclusive.
Well, I mean,
to PlayStation.
They I would say a little less than a decade ago, we went to this whole idea of nobody needs exclusives. Everything's ported to PC. Everything's shared between PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. And Nintendo's still stuck true to having some exclusives. They're not going to give up their big IPs. But Xbox and PlayStation were kind of sharing the love. And then PlayStation went back on it and was like, hey, we need to start making more exclusives again. Xbox, new Gears of War, which had been available on PlayStation recently, is now going back exclusive.
What?
Yeah,
they announced it for PlayStation, then they rescinded that?
No, not this specific game, an old Gears of War.
Oh, okay.
But now the new Gears of War is back to being exclusive. There's also another big AAA game. I think it's called Clockwork Revolution or something. It's got a lot of hype. It's Xbox exclusive. I don't doubt that whenever a new standalone Halo game comes out that's a full installment, probably in 2050 or whatever at this point, it'll be an Xbox exclusive. I think they'll go back because the exclusivity war has sparked back up. But all these plans, I guess, were made in a time when it was we're trying to put ourselves on all platforms.
Here's a question, Michael. What are your thoughts on, and this really won't affect console players very much, but what if they release all the Halo games on the new engine, and then the modding community comes in and makes the multiplayer? Have you seen all the stuff that they've released for Master Chief Collection for modders? I mean, they've done file dumps of old assets that were never used in the original game, right? You can have like the original Halo 2 mongoose that never came out, right? Modders have taken it, added it back into Halo 2. Or, if you go on to Halo Reach's Forge World, even in the official release, they've added like pelicans and seraphs and other space vehicles.
Yeah.
What if that's kind of their idea? It's like, hey, we're going to build it on this engine. We're going to give you guys the majority of assets, and you guys create the multiplayer. That to me doesn't actually.
That's a step in the right direction.
That doesn't sound too bad.
I don't know if it's the. I don't know what's wrong with my throat right now. I can barely.
I
breathe.
asked you if you wanted your water, and you said
I was
no.
fine until we started recording. I may have to step aside and get some water. But the thing that I think Halo needs more than anything is a buildup of its population base again. I think you got to figure out a way to get people interested in playing it, and I mean that's a good step, but a lot of people don't dive into a franchise that either they used to be interested in and took a long break from, or they've never been interested in just because of the modding. Like
the Halo modding community is still very, very popular.
I have no doubt that it stayed diehard, trying to fix the franchise installments that come out. Like what can we do to make this feel more like Halo time and time again?
Nostalgia is a heck of a motivator. But there are people that have gone back. I think somebody remade the entire, before even this game was announced, somebody remade the entire Halo 1 campaign in the Halo 3 engine. Just from scrap assets, building it from scratch, which to me is just so, it's like they're doing this for free.
Just for the love of the game.
Release a Halo game with all the assets and make a Roblox-style marketplace for developers. So developers can come in and create their own multiplayer. What would your thoughts be on that? Because then it would be true to form, would it not?
I mean, that sounds like the best Forge they've ever come up with if they do that.
Yeah. I mean, you can go on Steam right now and download Halo Master Chief Collection development tools.
I remember when not even modders, but just Halo enthusiasts, forgers were so popular that like in every multiplayer version of Halo, you'd have people grinding Forge, trying to figure out how to manipulate its system the best they could. Not modding it, but just simply using what was already put in the game and the glitches that could be found within Forge to make the craziest maps possible. I struggle with the idea that we'll ever get back to Halo being to that point with who's currently in charge of it.
It's fallen too far. I mean, it really has. There's just like, not only is it, I mean, it's a lot of it, yes, the fault of how Microsoft has handled their property.
Well, it's kind of the fault of how games have turned in general.
Agreed. Games have just become more flashy, shiny.
Live service.
Yeah.
Battle passes. Things that are going to cause you to come in for your daily fix that's not, it's mindless. Like if you're in a Forge process, you're going to spend countless amount of hours meticulously planning and building a map from scratch. Get the attention span deficit for the average gamer now versus what it took back then to do that. I was never capable of it. I feel like I have it.
What are you talking about? What about effervescence?
Oh, well, I mean, I tried. I tried one time.
That I remembered.
I tried. Not only did I create the map, I actually sketched it up on the computer before creating it.
That's right. You used a 3D modeling tool, and you were like, "This is it. This is going to be."
I thought it had some pretty cool features, but forging was a lot harder than sketching up.
I have a question. Can you still see that map in your mind?
Not really, but I do remember the key middle, the key like aspect of the map in the middle with the big lift.
I've always been of the opinion they're like, why make a map when lockout exists?
Oh yeah, and Guardian too.
No, what do you want about Lockout? I know the community would agree with me on
They
this.
probably would. They would say
Lockout
Lockout's
is
better.
2 times or 2 or
But
3 times better.
it depended upon the mode because I couldn't stand playing ball on Lockout.
I didn't like Blackout, their attempted remake for
Yeah, it was a little bit different.
for Halo 3.
I would much rather play ball on Guardian than ball on Lockout, and then that might not be popular either. But
I can see that.
I hated ball on Lockout.
There was too much controlling of the lift room.
It was way too easy to dominate, snipe. I mean, everything was way too hard to break down on Lockout. Slayer on Lockout could also get pretty annoying in 4v4. It was great for 1v1 though.
Disagree.
For 4v4, if you were playing a team of 4 against a team of 4, it could turn into a grind.
It's going to turn it. What that's going to come down to is this BR start, and do the players know the spawn, like the spawn cycle?
Yeah, spawns and call outs, BR starts, yeah.
Yeah, because or Halo 2 did not have the best spawn cycles.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, if it's a casual 4v4 on Lockout,
casual is completely different. I mean, for a lot of maps. I loved on Halo 3 casual Slayer on high ground.
Casual, you liked high ground?
Yeah.
High ground was kind of underappreciated.
High ground was fun when you're just messing around in social Slayer.
Yeah.
There was like everything on the map that you could clip with was there. Like it had a wide variety of the sandbox to use.
Yeah.
On high ground, some cool angles.
You got the gate that opens and closes.
Yeah. You had the laser beam, you had the rockets, you had the snipe, you had overshield and active camo.
You had that
BRs everywhere.
You had that little tube that you could crawl in and go like through the back.
Carbine, brute shot. What's it called? Manglers.
What?
Manglers.
I don't even know what you're trying to describe.
The Mangler gun.
Mangler?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's short. You could dual wield it.
Oh, dude. Why am I like spacing? Because you said Mangler, and I think it's close to Mangler, but I don't think it's Mangler.
What's it called?
Because you had the Spiker, which was like I know the Spiker's different.
Wait, is the Mangler an Infinite and the Spiker in Halo 3? But I'm pretty sure there was a Mangler in Halo 3 too.
No, what was in the back of on MLG the Pit in the very back room where the shotgun would spawn?
Mangler.
Dude, Mangler does not sound right.
Hold on. Let's look it up.
Halo 3, are you just pulling up a...
Just looking at Halo 3 weapons. It's not a human weapon. I know that.
No. It's a brute weapon. I can confidently say that.
Oh, come on.
Did we Mandela effect a hallucination of remembering the same thing? Let me see. That's it. That's it right there. That's it. That's the one. That's the one you're talking about.
It just says Type 52 pistol.
Just click on it. No, it doesn't have the name.
Mauler.
Mauler. Yeah, thank you. Because I knew it sounded like Mangler. Okay, but I knew that wasn't. Okay.
Mangler's Halo 5 or Halo Infinite. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what a Mangler is because I've never.
And I think
Halo
it's
Infinite.
very similar to a Mauler.
Okay.
Like very, very similar. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was funny.
This has been 30 minutes of torture for those that don't like Halo.
Yeah, I agree. We'll do a subject change.
Just like they do in Halo Studios anytime they're actually talking about work.
Yeah, you brought it up, so what do you got?
Oh, what I got? I mean, I don't know.
work,
how's your
man,
bed bug
work.
problem?
Bed bugs? I don't know if it's resolved yet. You may be getting them right now. They may be all over me, hopping onto you.
Don't say that. You were literally laying down on the couch over there for like an hour.
No, I don't think I have them on me. I don't know if we've resolved the issue at home, but I'm pretty confident.
You still seeing
I
them?
haven't seen live ones, but I've seen like the spots they leave. So
lovely. But you didn't come here straight from home, right?
No.
Yeah. So if they were gonna hop off, they'd be.
Yeah, they already hopped off. They already got to their new destination.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably not what they mean by tithing.
Yeah.
I'll go through notes, but I agree. Halo is a hot topic this week.
Are you gonna go see Odyssey? You gonna go see the Odyssey?
Actually, my girlfriend just saw it last night. She said she really liked it.
She liked it.
Talk to me.
I mean, look, it's Christopher Nolan, so he's clearly got a good track record. But I'm just, I mean, I struggle with that. No, I haven't seen it. I struggle with the idea of knowing the source material and then seeing who was cast. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't line up the way it should at all.
Are you talking about like a DEI kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can call it that if you want to. It doesn't. I mean, it's when you have some sort of source material that is either purely historical or historically based, it needs to stay grounded in that. You know, if
I mean, can you give an example of what's different?
I mean, the fact that Achilles is one of the most impressive warriors in that time, and it's not played by someone that looks very physically imposing, not very warrior-esque. I mean, you have to suspend your belief to believe that
Achilles' whole, I mean, I don't know how he was physically destroyed, but his whole thing was he's invincible.
Yeah.
Except for where he was held when he was being dipped.
When he was dipped in the river of Styx.
Yeah. So why would that guy ever need to train and become like super big and tough? Because couldn't he just be it's kind of like...
He wouldn't necessarily have to train and be tough, but he would still have characteristics that allow him to do things. I mean, it wasn't just invincibility. He was the greatest warrior. I mean...
Who plays him?
Elliot Page. There's also the issue with Helena Troy. I mean, this is the woman that started wars with her beauty. And to each his own. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But there's also standards of beauty, you know, where it's like they more people will find more people attractive than other people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
There's an objective beauty standard, I would say. It's like you can look at somebody and say, oh, they're objectively a pretty person.
And so if the whole basis of this character is this person was so beautiful that they were fought over to the point of two empires doing battle because of the issues that were created because of her beauty.
Yeah.
I would almost rather her character be not as good of an actress and more just an impressive physical woman.
So you're saying that the person that played her was not very attractive?
It was Lupita Nyong'o.
What kind of name is that?
Well, that's her birth name.
I've never heard of this actress.
She was in Us. That movie by Jordan Peele. I think she plays the main. Why don't you just Google her? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was.
I don't know how to spell that.
She was in one of the new Star Wars new trilogies.
Lupita,
Lupita. That should be good enough for you.
Iago, like the Aladdin character.
No, it starts with an N. Her last name starts with an N.
Oh. Yep, that doesn't seem super.
And I already know anybody listening to this.
That doesn't seem super.
We'll say something
Roman.
about racism. Okay, you can cast Halle Berry in that role back in her prime.
I would take,
and it makes more sense.
I'll take a Halle Berry.
But it's not even about that. It's about the fact that in that historical time period, there weren't a lot of African American black people presiding in ancient Rome.
Right.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. It's not. It would be like, I would be just as annoyed if 12 Years a Slave comes out and the main character is Leonardo DiCaprio. Or, they make a remake of Roots and Kunta Kinte is played by Tom Holland. Like we have to make it make sense from an ethnic perspective. Everybody deserves representation where representation makes sense. I don't think Timothée Chalamet should be cast as The Rock's character in Moana.
Yeah.
We just want sensible casting. There was some sensible casting in Odyssey. Robert Pattinson's casting fits his, like, what he should be as an actor. Tom Holland's is probably not bad either. I don't even think Matt Damon is a good Odysseus. There's probably a much better people they could have found for that than Matt Damon.
You think if this one does well, they'll have a they might do the Epic of Gilgamesh. That's a pretty cool story.
I think this is just one that Christopher Nolan always wanted to do. Okay, I think that was the reason that he did it.
All right.
Still very confused by the casting.
What has he said about? Because I'm willing to bet that you're not the only person with this opinion, and that there may have been other people have vocalized this. What was his rebuttal to this, or do you know?
I only saw one brief thing about it, but just saying something about modern storytelling deserves modern interpretations or something like that.
Well, that's pretty vague.
And then I saw Lupita Nyong'o.
That explains why. That explains why Cortana looks kind of crazy in some of the cutscenes, from what I've seen.
Who? What?
In Halo, modern storytelling requires modern. What'd you say?
Interpretation.
Yeah, Cortana doesn't look feminine at all.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good representation of the modern story of Halo.
Yeah,
I brought it back to Halo. My fault. I haven't seen the Odyssey. I can't say anything about it. Interesting take though. What are your thoughts on? Do you keep up with Marvel at all?
Not as much as I used to, but I know that the Doomsday trailer released not too long ago.
Yeah, and the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, is it already out or
not yet?
Not yet.
I'm interested to see it.
I always go see a Marvel movie. I mean, it's typically a good popcorn flick.
I've like stayed up to date with all the Marvel stuff, like more than I needed to. Like there were definitely some misses.
I couldn't tell you what was the most recent Marvel movie to come out.
Wasn't the last Spider-Man movie? I don't think. Was it?
Last summer I saw Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. Was that it? There wasn't. Hasn't been one since last summer.
I don't think. Not that I can recall. No.
Wow. We were dropping 2 or 3 a year at one point, weren't we?
I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wasn't either. But I guess it's the Disney Plus. Like They've shifted from only movies to now having movies plus TV shows.
Right, yeah.
So they're not as concerned with pumping out as many movies.
Right.
And I definitely have not. I don't think I've watched but the first season of Loki and bits and pieces of WandaVision. I think that's it that I've watched for Marvel TV shows.
You didn't watch She-Hulk?
No, I watched like half an episode and I was done with that.
It wasn't great. It was not great. I don't know, the second season of Loki was all right. It definitely is. I mean, they're obviously going to make the movie like probably where you don't have to watch the second season of Loki to understand, but it would add to it if you did.
Yeah, I think it's all interconnected now, and that's what
a
makes it
lot of it.
tough.
Yeah, but they also need to make it as like this can be its own standalone film. Like they have to make it that way.
Oh, I did like the What If series.
What If is?
I watched that too.
Yeah. I have not. Are they coming out with a new season for that, or are they done with that?
I don't know. It's
pretty good.
I watched it a while back, and I thought it was good.
When was the last time you watched? Because when it first came out, before it got popular, you and I used to watch. Shoot, was that back in college? Rick and Morty.
I mean, the first season is way back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that old of a show at this point.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever watch it?
Recently I
it's
would try to go back and watch whenever I get a chance, but I'm still trying to catch up to remind myself of it. So originally I only watched the first 5 seasons, and I think I started the 6th season, and I'm currently like episode 3 or 4 in season 5, but I don't get to watch like very regularly.
It's not a wifey friendly show.
It's weird. So I think, it's not weird. I understand. She watched it with me at first, but you know how early on it was just kind of zany and crazy, but it got more political and more like anti-religious.
That kind of faded, I think, after a while.
I mean, it may have, but it's really heavy in seasons 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, that's what was Reddit popular back then.
Yeah, so I think that turned her off to it.
That makes sense.
Was those like 3rd and 4th seasons where it was like every other episode was blasphemous.
I get that, yeah.
So, I powered through it, and I'm just trying to find out what the seasons were that I never watched included. Especially post, what's his name? Roiland?
Right, yeah. He got, so they had another show. Also, I don't know. I tried watching it. It's not very good. It's like something, it's about an alien family trying to live on Earth or something. Can't remember what it is, but he was also a voice on there. And they just had like a canon event happen that changed the dude to have a British voice. The alien that he was playing.
What do they do for Rick and Morty?
They found somebody that could do a Rick voice. So, I don't know. It's not exactly my cup of tea. It's still a little like kind of out there and quirky-ish, but it's like if you're just in a I don't care, like I'm like trying to not think mode kind of show now.
Which is crazy because I feel like early on you had to think about.
Yeah, I agree. So we are that looks like a very long text message, brother. You good?
I
can keep the audience entertained. Okay. Well, I think Michael might be in trouble. I don't know.
No, I'm not in trouble. I'm confused because the timing was very weird because I get a very long text and then I get a text from what the long text is about. So I don't.
It's from Wifey. So he's got to prioritize long text messages. That makes sense.
That's crazy timing. So I think I think I can summarize this. I may be completely wrong, but we've had a lot of issues with pest control. You brought up the bed bugs earlier.
Yep.
The company that we use has been very disappointing to work with. So wifey sends me a message, essentially like a script, because she's, I guess, been stewing on all the issues, because I was going to call them tomorrow and try to get them back out here again.
Yeah.
And right as she sends me that, I get a text from the company that says, for one, they don't have to clarify this. They've told me this a million times. They're such and such. They've merged with such and such. I know this already. I've learned this. I'll be out tomorrow to do your service. Right as she sends me the long text.
That's a little confusing.
Yeah, I thought at first that she was sending me a summary of her calling them, chewing them out, and that's what she said word for word, which was like crazy. I was like, how do you remember?
I take it she's not super thrilled with all this.
No, she's not. I mean, I'm not thrilled with it either, but she's like, she's really, really not thrilled with them at all.
Go get another one.
No, that's the plan. I mean, we're tied into these people trying to fix this issue, but once they've fixed the issue, we're definitely moving on to somebody else.
Demand your money back and go take your business somewhere else.
How am I going to demand my money back?
Get a lawyer to write a demand letter.
They have to pay for the lawyer.
Oh, I got a service for you, bud.
What service is that?
So I've used this thing, and I actually had an awesome experience here recently with them. It's called LegalShield, and it's a lawyer insurance. Once a month subscription.
You're still paying for it though. I don't.
Yeah, but
I would hope
it's not expensive.
that
That's
I'm
what
not
trying to say.
I'm not often in situations where I have to sue or get sued.
Yeah, well, just wait, because the future's coming, and the encrapification of it all is. So I had a problem where one of our business websites was being blocked by a certain internet service provider. I called them. They would not talk to me because I was not a customer of their internet service, of their services. They don't even have services local. Like, I couldn't be a customer of theirs if I wanted to be. So I pop on my LegalShield portal, and I say, hey, this is what's going on. I've tried calling 3 times, and they won't do anything. And they call me up. They say, okay, so what do you want us to say? I say, this is our website that's being blocked. I need to get it unblocked. They sent them a demand letter. 15 days later, we get a response back from their legal team saying, we apologize for this issue. This is why this happened, and it has been resolved. Love that. It's a great little service, let me tell you.
Well, how much does it cost per month? And this video is not sponsored by it.
It could be. I could drop my referral link in the description below.
Send them a demand letter telling them to sponsor us.
No, I mean, like I said, I'll drop my link in the description below if you're interested in getting set up, because you can you get like referral credits and stuff. But I believe it's depending on what you're looking at. I think the plan that I have a business plan which costs different, but a personal plan which would cover you, your family, and your kids up to the age of 25 is I think it's like $40 a month.
I mean, it's a lot on the idea that,
let me tell you about.
We're not going to be in a lot of these situations.
Let me tell you about a friend of mine.
You're going to be in those situations a lot. It's worth it.
Let me tell you about a friend of mine that got in a car accident. Okay? He got in a car accident. He was in the hospital. Okay? And the hospital said, hey, before we release you, we need you to sign this paper. And he's looking over it, and he's like, I don't know what all this is. I'm going to take pictures of it and send it to LegalShield. LegalShield looked over it. They said, do not sign those papers. because if you do that, then the person that hits you's insurance, they are the first ones to receive the payout from that person's insurance before you do.
Why would the hospital want you to sign that?
So that they can bill that insurance company whatever they want to bill them. And then your payout would be less. But because he didn't sign that, I think he ended up getting paid out like $20,000. This is it's very popular over in Europe, legal insurance, but it's starting to catch on here in the States. I can't recommend it enough. I really do like it. You have an issue with your pest control. Also, you could sign up tomorrow, use it. Like, you don't have to wait. There's no like time before your services kick in.
Well, I will say, man, if they don't
$40
resolve the issue with what I have paid, man, I might consider it.
Yeah,
if they try to say we've done our job and the job hasn't been done, in my opinion.
You know, I haven't really talked about him, but I do have a stepbrother. Stepbrother had a issue with his car at the mechanic shop. I told him about it. Got a demand letter out. Issue resolved. They don't play around when a lawyer writes a letter.
Yeah.
Like, when you get a letter from a law office, that's a problem. Like, that gets prioritized. Most people don't go into that effort. So you're talking about, having to pay for a lawyer, but get legal insurance.
I mean, my general thought process is I hope I don't have to go to that extent with the things in life. But hey, I have not had a good experience so far.
With life, and it's not going to get any better. Let me tell you.
Pest control company.
It's not. But in all seriousness, it is going to get. It's larger corporations are going to be acting more and more greedy, not taking people's phone calls. Wait until in the future you're trying to explain your problem to an AI.
Oh, that's part of the problem with this company.
Yeah, exactly.
They have AI
probably
answering machine.
Probably big venture capital backed company purchased up a small local company that had way too much money, or then paid them way more than they would have gotten if they just sold it to another like competitor or something. And they're trying to milk their customers for everything they're worth. It's very frustrating, and this isn't the first issue you've expressed with them.
Yeah.
So do keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
It is crazy because not too long ago I was on Reddit and I saw a thread that was like, what's something about a business that you are currently in or used to be involved in, a line of work, that the general public would be horrified to know about? And of course, there are tons of different practices, businesses that were mentioned. But one of the people said, I used to work in pest control, and you'd be astonished by the 4 big companies, and he listed them. The one that I used wasn't listed there, but they kind of, I feel like their business model tries to emulate the big ones. He mentioned like Terminix, Orvis.
Hey, let's not just drop names.
Those are the big ones. I mean,
okay.
I think, and that's not the one I'm using. I'll be clear.
Okay.
Not the one I'm using. But he said you'd be amazed. They hire people and purposefully don't train them well, so they're constantly sent back out, not doing the things required to be successful at their jobs, so that they have to go out and get more money from their customers because they failed to do it repeatedly. And then, but they do you see them doing the things that are supposed to work. They just don't understand exactly what techniques and practices. Sometimes they're not equipped with the materials necessary to do the job right. But it's apparently a practice that's commonly utilized in pest control.
It kind of makes sense to me, right? Why would you want to train up somebody that could then turn around and start up their own company?
Yeah.
Yeah, like tell them, we don't hear this mystery liquid, wear gloves and spray it. Don't
Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, you don't even know. Like, we're not even going to tell you what it is. Just make sure you don't drink it or breathe it.
And it's amazing. It took them 3 separate occasions of coming to the house just to put the mattress cover on the bed. They had the wrong size. They ordered one, came a second time, realized they'd ordered the wrong size again. Then came a third time.
Or you've told us, I should say. You've mentioned this on the podcast.
So it's like, that's pretty simple. And so it scares me, the idea that, they gotta do a lot more.
So there's one or two things that could be happening, and I would be willing to bet that it's not just plain ignorance, but more so workload. Trying to squeeze their employees for everything that they can get out of them instead of giving them a decent size, like, you can handle this workload.
Yeah.
And they just can't keep up. That would be my guess.
Yeah. Something's got to be going on, because it can't just be this level of incompetence for nothing.
Are you dealing with the same people every time, or is it?
No, I think I've seen 4 different people from there.
You've had 4 different visits.
Oh, way more than 4 visits. But I've seen like one dude is just the inspector. He just comes out. He's the free estimate inspector dude.
Okay.
That comes that anytime there's an issue, and we've had multiple issues, so I've seen him multiple times. Then there's the guy that comes and sprays your regular. Then there's another guy that comes and checks on your baiting systems. Then there was another guy that came that had all the materials to put the sheets on the covers on the beds and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they tag teamed the initial treatment. So, yeah, it's like, I'm sure they got way more than 4 employees, but I've seen 4.
So, selling me on the idea of renting for a life.
You get a house, there's always something. That's what they always say, and it's true. There's always something.
Yeah. What about other issues? You had something going on with the roof too.
Well, the roof, at least exterior roof, I think is good now. I don't know about interior roof. Doesn't look very good. Concerning looking, but no more leakage. So I think the status is improved. I don't know if it's like fixed, but it's improved. New oven that works. So that's good.
What's kind of funny to me is it's like we're going to have to, I don't know, maybe we're just going to have to go back to learning how to do all this stuff without being able to, like without relying on companies.
I mean, there's definitely Google, but I'm always afraid, even following the best guide I can find online, which with AI these days, it's hard to, you get you can't just immediately Google it and go with the first response you get, because the first thing's probably AI. But I try to, even thinking I'm following the best guide possible, I'm still in the back of my mind afraid I'm going to screw something up royally to the point of it being irreparable.
I would think that you could stay at your parents' for a couple of days and bug bomb it yourself. Just go to Home Depot, get some of those grenades.
Yeah, and we bug bombed for fleas before, not at my house,
right.
way back in the day.
I recall. Yeah.
But that was just the basement. But yeah, if we bug bombed our house, it's one story, so we'd have to clear out entirely, which is essentially another type of bed bug treatment. We got the spray, which you only have to clear out for a few hours. But you also have the heat treatment, which you do have to clear out for, I think, like 36 to 48 hours.
Where they tint it and then just crank the heat up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 120 degrees or something like that.
Oh. Yeah, man, that does not sound great.
Which I've heard is the best way to get rid of bed bugs. But this company didn't offer it.
Well, it's been a minute, but I was able to take care of the mouse problem solo.
Did you do heat treatment or spray?
Oh no, good old fashioned $1.50 wooden mouse traps.
What did you put in there as the
peanut
bait?
butter?
Peanut butter. That way they get stuck.
Well, peanut butter, it's like they gotta like get in there and like they can't just like pick it up and walk off with it. That worked. I start moving boxes around though, and it's like I gotta get the vacuum cleaner out because evidence of prior of a prior residence. But yeah.
Well, that's good. I guess this is my karma for that happening.
Oh, yes. Buying all of the junk food and leaving it in the closet.
Yeah.
Yep. I wouldn't wish bed bugs on you at all.
Wait, I mean, we've had everything.
You're not going to
bed
have a
bugs,
mouse problem
termites,
with this many cats.
ants, cockroaches.
Those are just because you live in Alabama.
Yeah, but it's like the cockroaches aren't, it's not like a horde of cockroaches. They're, you just see the occasional one, but the ants were the initial problem. Tons and tons, like ant trails just going through the house. Just
really,
I mean, there was one time we found an ant trail going under a rug from like one side of the living room to the other, like not going to food or anything.
You know what
crazy.
I do? You know what I do?
What?
Because anytime I see an ant trail around the house,
yeah,
I follow the ant trail all the way back to the source.
Yeah, we tried to do that, but there were so many of them, and they were so long you couldn't even figure out where it went. Besides, the best guess was under the house.
Under the house,
I think there's like some sort of super insect colony where all of them are like mingling as one. Like they've come together. Like it's like the UN of insects.
Like what? Like
under
Bugs Life?
under my basement. Yeah.
The personification of insects is wild, but okay. So what about getting some of those poison traps out? Because usually what I'll do before they get in the house, if they're under the house, well, they can't be under this. The house I stay at doesn't have like a crawl space, so they can't be up under there. But I will follow it till I find it. 70% rubbing alcohol, dump it on it, cover it all across the top, poke it with a stick so they all start climbing out, light it. And then, because what they do when it gets like bad, is they'll start taking all the larvae out and try to like move it to a different place. And if you can catch them when that happens, then you don't have to worry about them reproducing.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of ants though. Another good thing is just Raid spray, just straight. That stuff works.
They were really small ones before, and we hadn't had an ant problem in a while, because wifey went and got these things at the store, little gel capsules you put in your cabinets.
Okay.
They're like poison, so if they go in there, kills them and it wards them off. But now I've been seeing a lot, and they hadn't gotten really. I mean, they do get in the house, but they're not lines of them in the house. But these big old carpenter ants, big massive carpenter ants.
Yeah. Better than termites.
Been just all over the outside of the house lately. Just
now,
everywhere.
do you trust their opinion on your termite problem after getting to know them more?
Yeah, I mean, they were bad mouthing the company that they bought out, and now it's like I don't know. Y'all probably both suck.
Oh, that's rough. Well, good luck with it. I'm sure we'll have another follow up sometime, but I think it might be our cue here, so that you can try to figure out how to get that that episode that might not come out fixed.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of an effort. I'm not going to give it as much effort as last time, and might just have to hit up Teach and say, look, thanks for the conversations, but they're not getting published anywhere.
We could clip some stuff maybe and make some buttons out of it.
We could just summarize it right now. We could say this is what he said.
I don't even remember what it was.
You don't remember what we talked about?
No.
He talked about his story of working the fireworks stand and thinking he lost all the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a fun story.
He said something about Chris Benoit being the greatest of all time, and he thought he was justified in what happened with his family.
Okay. Yeah, definitely making jokes there.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Yeah, that's not what he said. Okay. Well, Michael, I tell you what, this Well, actually, this is either 39 or 40. And why don't you take us out, bud?
All right, I'll do it like this.
You know it's 'cause we had a plan for this episode. I think we did not follow it. All right, see y'all next week.